Hey guys, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. I came up with this idea of posting how deleting social media improved my confidence. Now, I made two videos on how deleting social media has impacted me, and the message has pretty much been the same. It's helped my insecurities, it's helped me feel calmer. Just something about it would kind of bother me for some reason, well, because of how it started. And over time, it did get better because of the reason that it was bothering me, because obviously time has passed, but I still don't have it and I still won't have it. I don't judge people who have it. It just doesn't really work for me and I don't see a point in it. We're going to talk about how exactly kind of improve my confidence and how it can improve others' confidence. And I didn't write out what I wanted to say. I'm just going to keep this real with you guys. Just a recap, I did delete Instagram around 15 or 16 years old and I never got it ever again. Obviously, you guys know Instagram is just filled with a bunch of superficial stuff. And I don't feel the need to show everything I'm doing, all my outfits, my plans. And I'm not judging people that do, but I remember a month ago, I logged into my laptop just to share my channel finally with people who followed me to see if it would make any sort of difference. Newsflash, it didn't. I noticed that the same stuff still goes on of people posting their life, well, all the good stuff of their life. They're always highlighting the good stuff. No judgment, but remember that that's not really an accurate representation of what goes on. Sometimes it seems like people have it all, but it's really a concealment of something. And I make sure you don't develop FOMO, which is fear of missing out. How Instagram improved my confidence is that I felt like there was nothing I compared myself to. I was just doing me. I just had this YouTube channel. Despite any insecurities I might have sometimes, this is me. And there's no standard I'm trying to live up to. I create my own standards. If I cared about following the latest trends and outfits and looks and hair, I wouldn't be looking like this right now. I just do my thing. I just want to be comfortable. I don't want to put on a show. I don't want to put on a big extravagant, look and make everybody focus on me. Although I do try to preach a message and sometimes it gets lost and sometimes people, take things wrong and they assume things. But those are people that are not willing to listen to why I'm here, and they just want to assume because whatever's going on in their life, and they just want to make comments. But really, I'm here to help. I know what it feels like to struggle with things and to feel alone for what you think about, for what you feel. I know what it feels like, and that's why I'm here. So deleting these social medias like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, it made me feel more assured of myself. It made me feel more confident. And it didn't have as much of an impact on me and how I viewed myself. And to be honest with you, again, this might be controversial, but this is me. I'm not expecting anybody to agree with me, to like what I'm saying, just putting that out there, that I was also afraid that in the future, my significant other would have Instagram and would spend all their time just looking at everybody else and comparing me to everybody else, especially with the unrealistic look that people put on there. Because when people Photoshop and now with the AI stuff, there's a lot of it that's fake. I'm sure that I wouldn't be with someone who can't differentiate the reality and the fakeness, and that's why I wanted to be with someone who is aware of what's going on in the world and all the tricks. I was worried because also when I was a teenager, that's what I noticed and what I saw on these platforms, following in what they were looking at, that bothered me, that upset me. And I really do feel like that was something with me, because I have this loyalty to the point that it's not even just loyalty of things that you should be loyal to in a relationship. It's even what I was trying to say here is that I didn't even feel the urge to go compliment other people, flirt with them, or even give them googly eyes whether or not I'm in a relationship or not. I've just never been this type of person with this drive to just pounce on everybody metaphorically. And that's another thing with social media. This is a whole nother topic that's going to be controversial and you guys might not believe me. I digress. What I'm trying to say to you is that I also was just worried my partner was going to spend all their time on their social media looking at everybody else and comparing their life, my look, their look to everybody else. And that's not right. A lot of the stuff we see is bullcrap. It's fake. I have E with me on the phone because I wanted him to talk, because he also got rid of social media at a young age, and I'm really glad that he sees things in a certain way and the natural. When we met the first and second time, I was so worried of how he would perceive me and all that, but I felt comfortable very quickly. I felt comfortable, and he said that he loved the natural side to me. I was really happy that he saw it this way.
Heck yeah.
I was worried of how he was gonna see things, and I think this is an important note, because I feel like there are people that are in relationships that they feel insecure because their partner is spending all their time just googly eyes over other people. But that's the thing though, people might think we're uptight. It's like, no, that's how we live, and you guys don't have to live like that, but that's how we feel. Instead of confidence, it's turned into a relationship insecurity thing. But go ahead.
Seems like people who are on social media nowadays, right, are there to so off, and it's not really about connecting with others.
Yeah, you're right. Like, it's not about connecting with others. It's just trying to be the best of the best to beat everybody at whatever, whether it's the fanciest stuff, the most luxurious stuff, the best looks, the best body, the best partner. Like, it's always just trying to one up people. And that's why I didn't want to be on there and why I didn't want to see that stuff, in my personal opinion. Not because I care. In fact, I don't care about the materialistic stuff. I just feel like there's a very show-offy culture. But I mean, that's why people want to show off their life, and they can do that. But there's no point in me seeing that. That's just how I feel personally.
Exactly, and that's the bigger agenda to this whole social media thing, right? It's like it's been hijacked, it's been turned into something else, like it's more about, like let's say who has the best this or that, you know. But I think that it goes much deeper too, because social media is also used as a distraction.
Yeah.
Because you can't face your own thoughts, you know what I mean? People want to fill in that empty spot in their heart. They're bored and they want some sort of fulfillment, but it isn't really fulfillment, it's instant gratification.
No, I agree with him. Like, it's a bunch of doom scrolling distractions, and I understand that YouTube Shorts can do this as well, but something with this Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat culture, especially what people our age tend to post about, it's just like, I don't feel like I belong there. I don't feel like I need to be there. I don't feel like I need to be there.
As a young teen, I was what, like 15, 16 when I like deleted Instagram. I didn't see any point, because even at that early age, it was just other teens, comparing each other. Like I remember they used to do like rate me.
I remember that. Yeah. Like rate me out of 10.
Yeah, that stuff, and I just felt awkward. I felt weird about that, and how they would post like their new shoes, stuff like that. It wasn't like how Facebook was intended, where your family, your relatives from far away, check up on you, and that's how they can see what you're up to.
So there's just this very like meme show-offy type of culture on social media, and again, before y'all be like, but isn't this what YouTubers do too? It depends on their message. It depends why they're on there. What value do photos put on Instagram versus people coming on YouTube or coming on other platforms where you can spread a message, where you can inform people, you can educate them? At face value, these sites don't have much value to me personally. Maybe you guys see it differently, but I guess to conclude this, I don't feel like these platforms have much value to me, and it's always the same thing over and over again. You can choose what you look at, but at the end of the day, we know why people go on Instagram, usually for the most part, why they go on there to post. But like E said, if people are there to communicate, that's one thing. But when we know why they're there and why Instagram is used for a lot of people, especially our generation, I don't feel the need to participate. That's how I feel. And I know that maybe an Instagram dedicated to my channel may grow it, I don't know, but I don't feel the need to be on there myself. And it just boosted my confidence because I was doing me without worrying about what other people were doing when I was younger. And it just helped me. When you get out of these environments where you just feel like it's having some sort of an effect on you, or you feel like you don't want to get sucked into this mindset because, when you're younger, impressionable, and it just kind of stayed with me as I grew older. So that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to E for sharing his thoughts. Let me know down below, do you guys have social media? Do you guys share these sentiments? Do you guys disagree? Maybe you guys want to push back on what we're saying. Although, again, this is an opinion. Maybe you think that the way I see this is wrong, and that's totally okay. You guys can let me know down below what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.